I figure I'd quickly talk about my thoughts about Pokemon Let's Go. I was about to say Pokemon Go there. I mean, it's kind of related to that, but... So, I haven't really gathered all the information. Apparently there's like a lot of little tidbits that they've kind of sprinkled out over a press conference. But I watched the trailer, like you guys told me that they announced this while I was streaming the Thousand Year Door last night, and I kind of felt like I didn't want to talk about it last night because one, it was getting late, and two, I kind of, not overexerted, but I kind of pushed my voice a little bit with the dialogue in that game, so I didn't want to spend another 5 minutes talking about this at the end of the stream. So, what are my thoughts on Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee? It's interesting. That's probably the best way to put it. At first, looking at the trailer, I thought it was going to be a core RPG, like what we were hoping for. Technically, it's not being classified as a core RPG, even though just looking at the trailer, you'd be forgiven to be mistaken otherwise. Basically, it is a remake of Generation 1 Kanto. More specifically, it's a remake of Yellow, I think, because you get Pikachu or Eevee. Or, well, yeah, it's between Pikachu and Eevee, really, and there seems to be a lot of interesting sort of integration with Pokemon Go, which, as weird as that might sound, actually makes sense, because Pokemon Go, when it first came out, was one of the most successful mobile games out there, and a lot of people still play it. I still play it casually. I've got like 3 shiny Charizards on it now. So it kind of makes sense to sort of work on a game that integrates that fully so that you can actually transfer Pokemon to and from it. So I'm kind of happy that that's a thing, at least. I'm not sure that's going to be a feature from Pokemon going forwards. I mean, if it's in this game, then I think that kind of opens the gate for them doing this in future games, I think. But for now, it seems to be the main focus for this game, and apparently there is no online, yeah, you can't really play online, like there's no online battling, no online trading. That's an odd omission, I'm not sure why that's taken out. Apparently the game's a bit more simplistic, you don't have battles with wild Pokemon, instead it's kind of like Pokemon Go, you encounter the Pokemon, and then you either run away from it, or you can toss your Pokeball in the hopes of catching it. And it's got motion controls, but apparently you can turn them off and just use like button press or like a control stick or something. Not sure how non-motion control throwing works, but I'm guessing with non-motion controls it's just like a standard throw, but if you do it with motion controls you get a greater capture rate or something. That's my guess, I have no idea. But yeah, alongside this announcement, they've also put a lone executor in Pokemon Go. I saw one earlier, caught one. Like, it's so fucking tall, its head isn't even on the screen when you see it in front of you. It's kind of funny, actually. Will I get this game? Yes. I think it looks interesting. It's not going to be the core Pokemon RPG. They actually did say there is one coming out in 2019, but this kind of feels like a nice little holdover game until then. But I might play a classic core RPG at the end of this year before this comes out, because that was kind of the plan. Because I don't think I'll play this and burn out if I play a classic RPG before this one, because this one seems different enough that I think I'd be interested. And the classic core RPG that I was considering playing this year is Pokemon Black. I know that's not popular, like I know a lot of people don't like that one, but it's kind of a special game to me, because it was the game that brought me back into the series where I had kind of lapsed after Generation 2. So I actually think that game, I mean I haven't played it since it first came out, but I think it probably still holds up as a decent entry to the series. So I'm not sure when I'll be playing that, but toward the end of the year, maybe like in fall or something, I'll start Pokemon Black. And then in November, we'll be playing this. I'll be getting... At first, I was going to get like, of the two starters, I was going to get Pikachu because I want to evolve him into Raichu, because Raichu is like the best, unquestionably the best Pokemon in all of Generation 1. Fight me. But yeah, then I found out your starter Pokemon cannot be evolved, but you can capture these starters in the wild and evolve those ones. So I'm going to pick Eevee as my starter, and then pick a Pikachu elsewhere, and then like find a Pikachu in the wild and then evolve that, or transfer from Pokemon Go. Actually, so in this remake, I'm going to get to a Hat in Time in a minute. I just want to finish my thoughts on this because there won't be any other time to talk about this. So, being a Kanto remake, you only get the original Generation 1 Pokemon, even though Pokemon Go has 3 generations now. It only works with the first 151 Pokemon, so you cannot transfer anything beyond that. But I do wonder if you can transfer limited time cosmetic special Pikachus and Pokemon that had during previous events. Like, you've got Pikachu with Ash's cap, you've got Pikachu with a Santa hat, Pikachu with a birthday cap, which is like a cone-shaped thing with lines all over it. So yeah, I wonder if those ones will work or if they're not compatible. I guess we'll find out. Alolan forms of Generation 1 will also work, they confirmed that, because when they announced this, they announced that Alolan Executor was in the wild in Pokemon Go, and it will work with this game. I'm waiting for Alolan Raichu, and I can put that in the fucking game, because that would be cool. But yeah, I don't have all the information in this game yet. There's like a lot of things I need to read up on. Maybe I'll just watch the Game Explain video where they talk about all the details that were talked about over the conference, the press conference they had last night. But it looks interesting, I'll get it. I'll probably enjoy it for what it is. It still has trainer battles, it just doesn't have battling with wild Pokemon, and it doesn't have battling with like players. Oh yeah, it's got 2-player cooperative as well if you want to play it with another person in the same room, which is kind of an interesting feature. But one I will probably not be utilising, but I can see that being a feature that other people will like, and will probably be something they will add in future games. Visually it looks nice, like it doesn't look that much different from other Pokemon games, but obviously it's a step up from the DS games. But yeah, that's more or less all I've got to say on this. I'm really interested in Pokemon Let's Go. Like, I'm not, like, at first I thought it was like a true new core RPG, even though it was like a remake of an old game. It's not, but it seems different enough that it might be fun to play. But I'm looking forward to Generation 8 in 2019, whenever that may come out. Right, so with that out of the way, sorry I took maybe a bit longer than usual there just to talk about that. Really wanted to get my thoughts across on Pokemon Go to the polls.